Wait, start over.
How you doing, everybody? What are you doing? Hi, everybody. You know what time it is?
Flea market time. We're going to the Polk County Flea Market.
It only happens once a month, so we go and we have a good time.
Holiday fair is where I went there yesterday. Got this hat I'm wearing.
Come on, let's go get it.
I don't have Twinkies there, thank God.
I'm kidding. Let's go.
We're going.
Drive, woman. Yeah, here we are. This is how you cross the Recreal Creek. It's an old creek. There was a very famous battle that happened there.
You could read that Oregon history sign if you'd like the truth of the story.
No, it was a very famous battle between two homeless men over a half bottle of wine.
Can I ask something?
What?
Back in homesteading days, were all people homeless men?
Well, that's why they still practice.
Curious.
That's why they still practice the proud tradition here today.
Homesteading, homelessness. I mean, it feels. Oh gosh.
We're gonna get fucking hate for this. Hang on, I got it. I've still got my seatbelt on.
I just took mine off.
And we're gonna mask up, but I'm gonna take this off, put the mask on. That's how it goes, right?
And I'm gonna pull my mask up because we're doing things in different orders. I put the mask on, took the seatbelt off.
I'm still filming.
He's one-handing it.
Yeah, well, I've been one-handing it since I was a teenager, but we'll talk about that another time. All right, let's go.
Wait. Will you put a trap in right there? Oh, it deserves it.
I wasn't making a joke. All right. Let's get serious.
Will you put the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil monkeys right here?
I'll try. I can only say that I'll try. As I do with all footage.
Or a big banana right here, like a big giant. I love the banana emoji. It's my favorite.
Do you need money?
Does it bear shit in the woods? I'm kidding. If the truth be told, I am carrying some cash.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
We're missing things. Oh, well, you always go front to back, right? No, well, you don't want to get an infection. No, I'm going to start up front. Yes, it's what the kids call cold AF. Huh?
There's Congress Street. Oh, they are. I didn't know. So we got 6, 7, 8.
my stuff out of your way. I apologize.
I mean, you know, I'm always open for Bennett, I got the cluster these and I just get this one. I like the little. Just get this one. I like the little. Oh, the same thing.
Have all of these too. I know.
They say people like these whole things. They used to have these with the yeah.
I was getting the animals. Oh, perfect. Put it in there. These are zoo foods, right?
I was looking for a 10 and I didn't have it. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Finding anything of interest?
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, always. Always. That's why you're like my first stop. I gotta make sure I got enough money for you.
Oh. I'll be back.
Of course, of course. Mind your tables, I will just be filling a pile over here. They really do. What is it?
Star Wars communicator.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not up on my Star Wars stuff. Oh my God. It's a Michael Gould without his weaponry.
Never watched anything for Star Trek.
Yeah, see? Yeah. We all got to cover our specialties. It's a huge world of nerdish out there now, man. When I was growing up, it was not, wasn't quite as
Open.
well. I got the crap kicked out of me for carrying a copy of The Hobbit once
There you go.
because it had a watercolor cover on it, which a couple of my classmates found to be somehow designating of my sexuality, if I remember the.
Yes.
If I remember the.
So foolish to think gay was an insult.
You know, I always tell people, you never know what you're going to learn from him, and you're foolish to limit your possibilities. but some still insist. Not in my family, but you know, it is cool to think that the stuff I used to get beat up for in the 80s is now the stuff that my fellow classmates are having to go and buy their kids at toy stores and take them to movies and deal with all the merchandising of the stuff that they never respected in the first place. What are you? It's a Hot Wheel, but it
Yeah, that's Hawkeye.
is. I figured it was Hawkeye, but oh, weird. Weird. Now that's interesting. Ooh, he's got a. I can leave. Do you, bro? Do you even leave? Because I leave. I like to lift.
What you want on here?
I can lift. Oh wow! Yeah, because I'm gonna need.
I have another top.
You're starting to see that I'm building a huge. I will need a lot. I will need something to lift all of the plastic, which I am purchasing.
I don't know what kind of guy this is from. This one is a Matchbox.
No, that's the wrong thing I'm thinking of.
It doesn't look like a Lego.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Maybe that's why it's in here.
I'm gonna take you this. I don't know what you are. Do you? What is it?
Max Steel. No, these are just both Iron Man.
Yeah, well, that I figured, but I didn't really recognize
War
like.
Machine and then I forgot
Well,
which one this is.
right, and they've only got like their basic 5-point articulation.
Yeah.
So I figured maybe they used to be on cards, like that new retro card stuff that's coming out.
Bakugan?
They're like $10, and are they reaction figures or no? They're the old Kenner. It's the Kenner retro stuff that they have on peg now. That's all. It's 5-point articulation. $5 of it is the artwork on the card. Honestly, you don't break them out of package.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't do them because it's toys are a tactile experience. So that's a pretty good haul so far. Ah, man. Kids have the best toys now. I'm so glad I've got a bunch of little kids in my life. Well, I'm in my 50s, right? And
Don't look like it.
oh, thank you. I don't act like it either. I need to know how much you want for this so that I can buy stuff from you down there. Holy shit. Just waiting for Annie to get back to the car so that we could just have a quick. She's just getting a persimmon bun from our Middle Eastern friend that everyone avoids. They even have him selling outdoors today. He's in a little Quonset hut, you know. He's not alone. Other vendors are there, you know. They have limited amounts of space, but I know it's because bro doesn't do a lot of business here, and that's unfortunate. I've got a bunch of stuff already. I just hit a couple of comic book boxes. I didn't film because I was like, I had to crouch down right in the aisle. And this is kind of set up like your old cafeterias would be. So you have like 2 sets of 12-foot tables with a little bit of walkway in between. On both sides, vendors have stuff. So,
There's a huge table of Hot Wheels over there.
We will check it out. So when I got to this vendor, he had the
Cheers.
he had a bunch of cool looking comics on his table. But then he said, there's 2 boxes down below, which I didn't film, but I did pick apart a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to lay that out and show you that later. And my wife has got
Our pastry guy is, I think, having a rough day. I'm sorry, I saw
I
the
wonder
comment.
why I have to clean out the car when I get it back from my wife.
Our favorite pastry guy who makes these cardamom buns that we love so much.
Cardamom bun.
Today had 50-cent a piece biscottis that are so beautifully decorated. So I got 10 of them.
He's a very talented man. I've already talked about him for like 3 minutes.
I think he's having a bad day.
He has a bad day every day.
I asked him how things are going, and he really hesitated and said, "Oh, all right."
So you bought a bunch of stuff. That's good.
And he wanted to give it to me cheaper. And I told him, nope, full price.
Here's the interesting thing. When I tried to buy all those figures, you probably heard her argue with me over $8. She's like, so $8, so I'm going to give it to you with a discount. I'm like, no, you're not. But I see this woman every week, or every month, excuse me. And I do want to get right back in there. I don't want to waste a lot of time out here because there's a kid in there I want to talk to you about really quick. His name is Vicente. Very tall for being 16 years old. And we discussed Mike getting beat up for carrying a copy of The Hobbit. And he was a very, very fun little talk with this guy about... We were both digging through the figures at the same time. And so I want to get back in there.
Oh, so like a customer, not a vendor.
Yeah. He was just, he's like, and he's going to be back
making friends at the flea market. Go to your local flea market.
I'm making friends with a 16-year-old. Do you know how that sounds? Anyway, he's a nerdy kid, and I want to, maybe make another pass and get our website. He's like, I'll try to remember that. We need the cards, honey.
Oh, we'll get them right away.
Are you changing hats?
I got a killer hat with a tag on it. Look at this bad boy. I like it.
Jeez,
I think it looked good on you.
So energy drinked. Let's go back in.
Wait, one more. I got also... Zeb might fight me for it, though. I got me a reel. I thought you might fight. It's funny, I thought of you.
Yeah, I think I'll try that on. Doesn't fit.
It's extra large. It's gotta fit.
Does not fit. Look at that. It looks ridiculous. Or maybe it's just
it looks really good. I think you're just looking at yourself funny. It's just shaped. It's cold. It's sitting outside in the cold.
Yeah, so are we. Let's go back in.
Hello. We have a tapestry. Wall hangers. They look cool if you got it up on the wall. One more. You're there.
The white writing,
My first car was a 66 Mustang.
Was it?
The second was a 65 convertible. Fully restored, 289 ponies here.
Oh, man.
Should have kept it. It'd be
Right.
50 grand now.
Right?
Sold it
Well, my problem was to get the Denmark.
sold it for 9. Back in 94.
Right. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I caused so much attention. I started to get like embarrassed, you know, like driving to school or whatever. That it kind of was like, okay, I'm kind of like, I don't really want to drive it. It kind of took the luster from it, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just
I don't know. That's half the fun.
not for me. Like, I'm cool behind the scenes.
I'm fixing up an old Chevy stepside for the
Oh.
84. It's at the paint shop.
The Falcon, Ford Falcon was my favorite. 64 Falcon.
How much? Well, it's got a price tag on the bottom of it, but I never know at a flea market if that means anything.
Yeah.
Would you? 12? Okay. I do like. We have a dog that looks just like this and has that expression on his face most of the time. I may be back for that with my wife. I'm gonna go grab the money woman.